Okay, I think I'm going to start a little project. I've had this machine for a few months now and like it good enough to gonna keep it. So, just like everything else, and there's all the little plastic handles, the ends of plastic, so I want to upgrade those when I can, so I figured I'd start off with the quick gear change lever. And it's a, what is it here? It's a 10 by 150 thread. Figured I'd go with aluminum for these. It's a good size. A couple different size pieces. A lot of these small cutoffs, and they'll be perfect for the smaller handle. I could make this work, but figured got this chunk that's perfect. So also figuring I got some brass left over, but I think brass is a little too high class for this machine. Aluminum would be fine, so I'll bring you along for the process. It's not going to be anything scientific. I'm just gonna cut a little extra long. I might make this a little extra long. I'll cut it and figure out, like I do everything, I figure out as I go. So, got my mark there. And take a measurement here. Yeah, so I'll just do 2 inches. This is a 6-inch piece, so if I do 2 inches, then I get 3 pieces out of it. Make it easier that way, get more bang for the buck out of the piece of scrap here. Let me set up my little bandsaw and I'll bring you to that. Got this thing tucked in the corner, which I like. It's still portable, but I found a nice little place out of the way for now. Make a nice cut. Okay, here's a little trick that I use when setting up a piece of square stock in the 4-jaw. If you just use a dial indicator, which I do at the end to get exact, but I've done it myself, and I just recently, I saw a video by Blondie Hacks there when she did your 1,000, on your dial indicator. You hold 10 thousandths off, so in the wrong area down indicator, so your sends like whatever 20 thousandths on the indicator, but one is at 20 thousandths, the other one's at 1/20 thousandths. So what I do, just so you don't get that far off when you originally put it in, I just set the cutting tool up to it, and you just get close. There's still a gap in there, you're not touching, but you can judge it by eye. Then you pull away. I do the opposite, and you see that one's just scratching the surface, so it's off, but I know I will be on the same range. And this one, you got a good distance there, and you go back, so I know I'll be on the same sweep of the dial indicator now by doing that, so I know I won't be far off. So let me get my dial indicator set up, and I'll bring you back to that. Back. Could never Switch off the fluorescent lights, maybe you can see the dial better. I can never get the dial in focus with the LED lights on. But basically I got it. You know, 0 is my low point. Go over just a bit. That's within a half thou. That's dead on. So I'm good. I'm satisfied with that. So let's start this. I think I'll do the drilling and tapping first. Then I'll be able to put a stud in there and use a collet to clamp down the stud and machine the rest out of the jaws. Let me bring you back. Okay, I'll face this off. Be enough now. Nice. Tool bits on center. It's always good to know. Okay. I might have to take. Sorry, I bumped the camera. It's shaking. Not an earthquake. See how deep I have to measure. I'll be back. Okay, I have a 8.5 millimeter drill. Do it 10 by 1.5 pitch, 1.5 inches deep. Up here, 0 my DRO. Inch in. Sorry, bumped the camera again. I am around it to get to the tailstock. Okay, so I don't have a tapping head, so it's aluminum. I try to let the tailstock just float, suck in, very low speed. 120 RPM here. catches in the tailstock. And just do a little bit, clean it out. And this works with bigger tafts with aluminum. That was all the way in. Measure that. So go a little bit more. Just another couple threads. That's how I power tap without the correct tools, but it works with aluminum. Just rough down this inner part a little bit. Let's see what diameter I want here. Okay, so on the factory piece, really, right a ½ an inch. Stop on the lever is right at 6/100. So we're going to do that. Give or take. 75 thousandths. I won't be precise. I'll even just clean it up now and this thing I'll blend it in later on. This is just be able to hold it. And that'll be fine to hold it. Oh, camera dropped a little bit. Sorry about that. Okay, I have the soon-to-be knob and a collar chuck with the stud, basically with the knob screwed onto the stud. I gotta clamp the put the 3-jaw in there and clamped around the end. I did the 4-jaw, but I like this because I don't have to worry about scratching the end, and it is turning with the thread, so it's only going to tighten more if anything, and it is aluminum, so I'm not worried too much about it. And if it doesn't work out, I can always just draw, put it in the 3-jaw. But we'll try it this way. That's how I've done in the past. But not on this lathe, on my other lathe. See if it works on this one. Clamp down on the call it a little more. Go grab my big pair of channel locks here. Good enough. Good enough. Sometimes I can get away with just snugging it up. Not this time. Drawbar was coming loose. I heard a noise starting. You don't need a wrench to hold that in, but interrupted cut, a little vibration going on. Snug her up. So, just getting used to this machine. Past the interrupted cuts here. Great. Those chips are flying. Yeah. So I just have to decide what size I'm going for here. See what size the original knob is. This bigger diameter is 875. I'm right at an inch right now. So I think I'll just tape it down from an inch. I'm not going to do a full even tape all the way down that last half inch I have flat there. I'm going to keep it like that, then tape her up from there. I want to try to do a little different look. So you have no plan. You just grab off the end a little bit. See what type of look I can get there. Like that. Now we'll clean it up with the file at the end. Okay, I'm just winging the shape here. I think I got the taper I want, but I can change my mind. I don't know what type of look I'm going for. Bring you in for a better look here. Let me change the camera around. I can see the camera too. That's a little hot still. A little beefier than the factory one. I think that's about the shape I want. I guess I'm going to clean it up, do some fine cuts, get it nice and smooth, and sand and polish it. And I think that's the look I'm going for. Like I say, I'm just going for it. I just want a different look than the boring black plastic. So let me do a little cleanup work and I'll bring you back. Okay, just doing a little finishing passes here. Taking some slow feed cuts off there to get a nice finish. Not bad. I'll clean up the... Okay, I'll bring you in for some finish polishing. Just gave it a quick sand, and just with some 220 wet dry sandpaper. And a quick polish here, nothing fancy. So if I like the look of it. Believe it or not, I just use it's like a plastic polish for soft metal. You know, when I do soft metals, I like this stuff. Very light grit. Doesn't give a chrome mirror finish. It gives like a satin finish. That's what I like. I use this stuff on my motorcycle, all aluminum parts on the motorcycle. If it scratches, it always leaves just a nice smooth finish. Look, take the camera off the stand here. So the look I'm going for. I like it so far. So let me take it off the mandrel and we'll check it out. Okay, there's the finished product. That's it. Nothing too fancy, but I like the little bigger head to it. You can tell it's a machine part. It's just a piece of plastic. So that's it. Very happy with it. Like I said, I went with the satin polish. I don't want a chrome finish. I want to still be able to tell it was machined. So I'm happy. That's the product. Now I have to do 2 on the quill handle, got 1 on the feed, another one on the lock, another one on the tailstock lock, another one on the the tailstock lock. So I got a few more to make, little by little as I have time.